Alright, hi guys. Hey, so today we are going to be doing another episode of the series. Yes, I'm aware it's coming out a bit late, but yeah. Now this is an interesting little elixir that I wanted to discuss. Since bringing Phil and Baron into the picture and explaining how they gained their own immortality, what sort of drink. Phil and Baron did not directly gain their immortality from it, but from being descendants of people who drank it. And Phil and Baron are the third generation. This stuff does not wear off during the generations. Basically, if you have a kid, after you drink it, that child will be what is known as a true ageless immortal. Well, they can still die from normal things. So it's not like you're becoming an Olympian or something. And no, it's just basically you stop aging. And say somebody were to shoot you as an ageless immortal, well, you'd still die from that. You're just not gonna die of aging. And Deliria explains this to him the best she can. And because it's just yeah, are you really not gonna explain how this works to the person? Are you gonna leave them in the dark? I think not. And now, why there is descended ageless immortals? Those was because those who drank Starshine and Elixir decided to form a small army, known as the Army of the Ageless Immortals. One moment. Now, Phil and Baron are both from this army. They chose to leave, with their own regards. Alright, so later in the series, you're going to be meeting another ageless immortal. Oh, but unlike Phil and Baron, and this immortal was kicked out of the army. Now, this army does not believe in killing people outside of wars. Reason only he decides to take orders from their strongest guy, a man named Adam. And Adam will serve whoever can best him in a fight. And do forgive my mess ups, as my brain is currently betraying me. Now, given that Lady Demetrius dresses in a more old-fashioned manner, I'm not sure what the dress code would be for her, but I feared it would be more of a... I don't know what the time period is, but more of a fancy kind of attire. Not overly fancy, but old-timey kind of fancy. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself. As far as I could tell from Resident Evil, the game, and Lady Demetrius does not like men and whatsoever, so it's just maybe she hates them. And I will do my research later and get back to you on this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the lady hates guys. And I'm just taking what I've learned from Ethan Winter's case. He's like, it just seems like she kind of hates men. So that's what I'm kind of leaning towards here. Now, Delaria is having all of Gabriel's friends stay behind because the majority of the group is mainly guys. As well, they're not rude or outward impolite. Hey, they're a pretty respectful bunch. And Delaria kind of feels like she's already pushing it by bringing Gabriel. Now, in this universe, first, Lady Demetricus has two sons. And see, first you're meeting here is William, and you will meet her other son later on. But William and her other child are very respectful of women in doing to growing up in a mainly it's basically a girl's household. Oh, because the majority of their family is female. Okay, so I had to make a real quick correction because I forgot to double check my work. Anyways, it was supposed to say he's tolerable at least. It was supposed to say he's tolerable at least. I am sorry about that. Now William is just looking up at his mother like, are you trying to be friends with this person or are you just is trying to be protective of Deliria? Because I'd like to believe, even in a perfect world, these two would kind of be friends. Like, I can see them getting along.
Was it a difficult decision? Leaving it all behind? There was no decision. There was no choice. In my heart and in my head, I know. This is the way it must be. You don't expect me to believe that, do you? That there isn't a single part of you that wonders what else could have been.
Now, for Gabriel and Emery's ghost. Oh, so this is literally his mother coming back as a ghost. Oh, so she's just asking him, is there any part of you that regrets leaving anything behind? And then Gabriel is just like, yes, of course I do. Yeah, but he also hopes that they will meet again. And he generally hopes that things will be better because he doesn't want to be fighting with his family. He generally wants to see them again.